Hey everybody, John the Other here. This is going to be quick. As you're probably aware, if you're subscribed to my channel, you're probably also subscribed to Diana Davison's. And if you haven't seen hers, go watch hers first. She talks about, in her video, she talks about something called the Camassia Effect, which is a piece of rhetoric presently being kicked around in the mainstream media, particularly the print media and online journalism. I use the word journalism provisionally, to talk about actual sexual assault. Not fake. They're talking about supposedly actual sexual assault, but they're using the name of John Camassia, who was acquitted in a Canadian court of law. Acquitted meaning not guilty, and he didn't get off on some minor technicality. He was definitively acquitted based on the wild, flagrant, naked, and over-the-top fraud of his accusers. And among other things, there is a theater dance company putting on some sort of a production which they are calling the Camassia Effect, which they call a verbatim dance theater piece on sexual violence in Canada, world premiere January 19th to 28th, 2017, using the name of a man acquitted in a Canadian court. That is to say, found not guilty. And they're funded, it appears, by the Canadian government. And I looked at their webpage, and it seems that they are funded by an organization called the Canadian Centre for Gender and Diversity Studies, or something like that, which has the endorsement of our Prime Minister. It's got Justin Trudeau's picture on the masthead. It appears to be funded by the Canadian federal government. But the court, the Canadian court which found not guilty John Camassia under Justice Horkins, is part of the Canadian government. And our Prime Minister, who is the head of the Canadian government, is lending himself to the continued slander, the continued indictment, the continued identification as guilty of sexual crimes of a man found in a Canadian court to be not guilty. So, I am sitting here feeling like I'm taking crazy pills at double dosage. Our courts apparently don't mean anything. Well, I'll bet they mean something when they find you guilty. But if the court finds you not guilty, I guess that doesn't mean anything, not even to our government, to the elected officials of our government, including the Prime Minister, whose smiling face is on the masthead of an organization funding a dance theater production called the Camassia Effect, talking about sexual violence, remembering that Camassia was found in a Canadian court to be not guilty. What does the court mean? Does it mean anything? Do we even have a society built on the rule of law anymore? Or should we all just go get, ropes and torches and pitchforks and so on? I sent them an email. I'm probably a target now. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.